Hey everybody, welcome back to G.Parkers Arcade Room. I'm here talking on release day, released from Early Access, Zen Studios, Pinball FX. I'm here on Epic. I'm playing on Epic, but they've opened this up now to PlayStation and Xboxes. Off-Grid Arcade and I did a little video earlier. This should be on both our channels where we talked about games, packages, how you can buy them. We talked about some tables we bought and some little glitches we had, but we got it all worked out. If you were watching the video earlier, you see that he bought Garfield, I bought Addams Family. We bought and paid for them. They acknowledged, they gave us receipts. They said they were in our libraries, but we couldn't get them to play. Well, patience is a virtue, I guess. It just all of a sudden it showed up. Everything's fine and they're playing great. But what I brought you here to talk about now is talk about tournaments. And tournaments have kind of changed somewhat in here as to what you're used to in Pinball FX3 and on Steam. So I'm going to be curious too with my friends on PlayStation, Xbox, whether you'll be able to cross-platform. I know in FX3 on Steam, when they played it, people could join in with their Nintendo Switches and their PlayStations. A lot of times the scores didn't show up in the final score, but you were able to play against each other. It's just certain Steam could seem to see everything, but it seems like the people that were on the Nintendo Switch couldn't see the PlayStation 4 scores. It's kind of weird. But let's talk about what's going on here so far, and that is tournaments. So let's take a look at these tournaments. First of all, there's, you know how you used to search for a tournament? You can go through here. You can see the menu that shows all the tournaments that are going on. It shows who it's created by. I'm G.Parkers Arcade here on Epic, on FX, Pinball FX. You could just go through here, through this long list, and try to find me. But there's a way to search up here, and you see it says Search ID. If you look right up here at the top, Search ID. If you look at every one of these tournaments. Now mine, if you got a tournament set up, it always shows up at the bottom. So that's why it's showing up. I got one set up. But they all have an ID. It says pound SLEZ. So if you wanted to find this guy's tournament, you don't use the pound. That's just, the pound's just what they got there. It's the number or whatever the ID is. SLEZ. Mine is PITI. So if you want to find my tournament, you're going to have to type in PITI up here. And that'll just bring up my tournament. Let's look at one. SLEZ. Let's look up SLEZ. That's set up by L Ambassador. SLEZ. SLEZ. Let's do a search. And see, that brought up his tournament. So, let me just take the SLEZ out of there. Hit enter again. And you can see we're back down at the main menu with all the tournaments. There's a bunch of different ways to filter them over here. You can refresh the list, refresh the filters, played, status, time left, permissions, all that stuff. But I set up one. It's got 22 hours and 52 minutes left, so I set it up a little over an hour ago for one day. There's 2 people playing in it right now. When you click on it, you hit play. It's going to ask for a password. This is not the same as the search word. Every time I set up a tournament on this, I will have to let you know the search code or the search number and the password. The password on this one is G.Parker, all lowercase, all one word, G.Parker. It does not show it, and there's no way to show it. I wish they had a way, like they do on a lot of things, where you click the little winky eye and it shows you that it's there. So you always got to type it in right, and if, boy, I can see that being a nightmare later if you got a screwed up keyboard or something. But it is what it is. So hit play. That opens up the tournament. Again, it's G.Parker. To search for it, it's PITI. To enter it, it's G.Parker. I'm not going to sit here and make you go through watching me, but I will show you that once you back out of the game, I've already played it. 2,174,933. 2 off-grid arcades, 3,666,360. I'm going to have to get back in here and go after him. So, but I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me go back through all that. But this is a nice looking table. It's it's Kung Fu Panda. And I'm going to exit the table. So there you go. There's a little bit about Pinball FX on day one, about how to find a tournament. I'm going to be curious to hear from you folks. Of course, I only set it up for one day. It just came out. But maybe you don't have the game. Maybe you're not playing on PlayStation. I don't care. If you want to play, jump in the tournament. It's just for fun. Myself and Off-Grid are in there. That's why I gave you the password. But long story short, I'm going to be curious to see how well this cross-platform. So if you do stumble on this video and do want to join in and you're playing on and have this table and are playing on a PlayStation or on an Xbox, please let me know in the comments down below so I can look and see if you're showing up or if you're able to play, or let me know if you're not able to play or find the tournament. So anyway, with that being said, that's all I got. Just wanted to talk a little bit of tournaments. My next video I plan on covering a little bit about cabinet and cabinet mode. It doesn't seem like it's changed much since the early access, but I'm going to check it out, get my cabinet fired up, and see if I can find out a little bit about cabinet mode. So there's something going on there. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. We'll see you next time. Take care now. Bye.